Yahawah is once again to push this truth of the Bible, the Holy Bible, the true book, collection of true books. First and foremost, we want to give all praise to Yahawah, Yahawashi.
By the way, collection of true books, that's what the word Bible means. You know, that's the Greek, what is it, Biblios? And in the Latin, it's Biblia. You see? And then a collection of books, that's what the word Bible means. Paper, holy scrolls in the Latin, which is Biblia. Okay?
We want to give double honor to our elders of GMS. Barakatham to all you Akim out there is pushing this truth and sincerity and the strength of Yahawah, Yahawashi. We are here for the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel. Judah, the so-called Negroes. Levi, the so-called Haitians. Benjamin, the so-called West Indian Jamaicans. We got Gad, the so-called North American Indians. We got Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians. We got Issachar, the so-called Mexican Indians. We got Zebulon, which is Guatemala to Panama. We got Manasseh, the so-called Cubans. We got Simeon, the so-called Dominicans. We got Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans. We got Asher, Colombia to Uruguay. And Naphtali is Argentina to Chile. These are the 12 tribes of Israel who Yahawashi is coming back to redeem. 1/3 the elect, and 2/3 are set up for the destruction. And that destruction is drawing nigh. Every day we wake up on this filthy planet. Our salvation is nearer than when we first believed. It's nearer than when we first believed. So it's coming, and it's gonna be the time of Jacob's trouble, because you got a lot of stuff that's going on, man. The Most High is gearing these minds of these Edomites, man, and these other nations to come together in Armageddon, Hamagadwan in the Hebrew, Mountain of Troops, and they're coming together in the Middle East, man. They've been in the Middle East since the 70s, man. Since America fought against Egypt over there, which I can't think of that little ruler name, the little Ethiopian dude. Can't think his name, but it was in the 70s. They anchored down then, and they ain't never really left. Then they came back in the 90s and started that Gulf War thing, and they ain't never left. But that was all a plan of the Most High, man, to bring them to this point, to the point of the day of the Lord. That dreadful day of the Lord is coming. And I got this article I'm gonna read. We're gonna get into this article that was sent to me by one of the elder brothers. It's on RT.com. And the article is Israel bombs Syria, envoy presses peace talks bid. It says, Israel has reportedly bombed a Syrian base to halt an armed shipment to Hezbollah, while the UN Arab League envoy said Friday there could be no peace talks without the opposition. The reported airstrike on a military base in regime stronghold Latakia on Wednesday would be the first Israeli strike on Syria since a U.S.-Russian accord on chemical weapons averted punitive U.S. military action last month. It says Israel did not comment on the reports, but has struck Syria in the past and warned it will continue to take action to prevent weapons from falling into the hands of Lebanese Shiite group Hezbollah. Saudi-owned Al Abriya television said Israel hit a shipment of surface-to-surface missiles designed for Hezbollah, which is fighting alongside the regime.
So you got even though them Arabs reporting that, them Arabs are in cahoots with That's what they got the people focused on Fox and CNN, Obamacare. But that's a distraction because just like they was, the NSA was spying on Angela Merkel out of Germany, it was easy for them to spy on her with that technology. But you mean to tell me the Obamacare with that straight bullshit, they got the chip in there. So if you people accept that, eventually you gonna have to take that chip because that's in that Obamacare plan. Okay. And then he done lied to you and said you can keep your current doctor, but now you can't keep it. So, you know, Obama corrupt, which he's not our people. He's not from the nation of Israel. He's a Hamite. But back to what I was saying, that's a distraction about the Obamacare.
And if you want to read it, go straight to page 1002. That's where it's at, because I know y'all ain't gonna read. So
yeah, with the chip. Yeah, nah, they ain't gonna read. Nah, they ain't gonna read.
Nah.
You sure right. They ain't gonna read. Israel wants you to just hand everything to them. They don't want to do they don't want to Google nothing. No, I take that back. They'll Google music.
Yeah, bullshit.
They'll Google music and movies.
Yeah, downloads.
You know, they'll do that or get on Facebook and try to holler at one of these old run-down ass nigga women. They'll do that. You know, they'll do that before as trying to get information and trying to keep up with the time and measure the time diligently. They ain't gonna do that, man. They ain't gonna Google nothing, man. So they won't. I mean, when I say nothing, I mean like the information to keep you aware about what's going on. You better stay blind and like I said, look up music or movies or chase these old rundown ass nigga women, man. When I say nigga women, I mean a Negro, Latino, Native American woman. Now, they was spying on Angela Merkel over there in Germany, playing like Obama didn't know, but you know he gave them the order. That's NSA, man. They spying on other nations because they know them other nations getting pissed off. And Germany wanted their gold back from United States. You know, and Germany had like 15 tons of it of gold, and they wanted 3 tons of their gold back. You know, and they wanted to see that gold, and United States said they were gonna give it to them over a period of time. That's an act of war right there. So that's another reason why they got to spy on Angela Merkel, because they know them Germans and the rest of the world know that America's finished, man. That's why they got to spy on everybody to basically protect themselves from everybody. But it ain't gonna happen like that, because America gonna get destroyed. All their NATO allies gonna come against America, man. But like I was saying, they got that Obamacare up. They got that Obamacare up for a distraction, but you can spy on Angela Merkel over there with perfect technology, but the Obamacare on the computer is crashing. You can't even get on there. Man, that's just a distraction. That's just a distraction. But you know, like I was saying, this article is up under the radar. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, Syria, which has cooperated with international disarmament efforts, has vowed to retaliate against any attack, but did not respond when Israel carried out 2 airstrikes in May. It says, hoping to build on the momentum on last month's U.S.-Russia accord to destroy Syria's chemical arsenal by mid-2014, envoy Lakhdar Brahimi has been crisscross the region to rally support for the so-called Geneva II talks.
So what they doing is setting everything up and getting everything stirred up, basically, right? That's what they doing. They getting everything stirred up and basically ready, because they gonna go into Syria, because this is the thing about America, man. This is what they do when they get ready to try to corrupt another government, basically bring democracy. What they would do is they will first try to bribe you. You know what I'm saying? Give you that corrupt money, you know, the Federal Reserve note, and say, look, your family see, and then set up that Federal Reserve, that credit-based system. You know, if you follow along with that, your family will be rich. Then, if the ruler don't follow through, what they do is send in the CIA, the crooks in action. That's what I call them. CIA crooks in action / jackals. Okay? And they will go in there and try to overthrow the government. So that's what they're doing right now, trying to overthrow Assad. But if the third, or they would kill somebody up in there, or try to take out one of their generals, or try to bribe the general to overthrow the leader. If that don't work, then they go to military force. So that's what you see. So those are the plays that's playing out. They trying to overthrow Assyria, but Russia ain't gonna allow it. You see, Russia ain't gonna allow that. Bring that out in Jeremiah.
Jeremiah 49:20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Most High that He has taken against Edom.
Who is Edom? The so-called white man. That's his biblical nationality. Because the 2/3, they don't know the origins of the so-called white man. They don't know that he come out of Isaac, which is one of our forefathers. They don't know that the so-called white man is our fraternal twin brother. They don't know that. They don't know the origin of him. You see, that's a mystery to 2/3, and that's a mystery to a lot of people. That his biblical nationality is Edom. They're a nation of Edomites, pursuing Genesis 25, around the 22nd verse. That's the origin of Esau, which that's the progenitor of the Edomites. So that's one of the mysteries of to the people that's walking here on earth. They don't know that the so-called white man is Esau and the devil that the Bible speaks of. And then you got these scatterbrains that don't understand the Bible, and they'll say, well, look, the so-called white man wrote the Bible. The so-called white man wrote that Bible. The Bible condemns the so-called white man, and that's his biblical nationality, Edom. You see? Hold on. Yeah, that's his biblical nationality. And to prove that the so-called white man did not have the Bible translated, here go King James right here. I always put this up every once in a while, so you'll know that King James was a so-called black man. You see? And they know that at Cambridge College. They know that. They know King James was a so-called black man. But you know, you got unlearned people out there that don't understand the Bible, don't have a clue about the Bible, that don't look up, and don't do no thorough research and try to find out the truth of the Bible. They'll say the so-called white man wrote the Bible like that has some type of validity. You see?
Psalm 68:11. The Lord gave the word. Great was the company of those that published it.
The Most High gave the word. So the word came from the Most High, which is this Bible. You see, the truth. The word came from the Most High, and who published it? The prophets. So that's what you got right here. You see, in the Bible. That's why you got Isaiah. That's why you got Isaiah, Jeremiah, Baruch. Jeremiah, Baruch was a scribe who was writing down what Jeremiah was saying. But that's why you got Solomon. That's why you got Matthew, Luke, Daniel. That's why you got Paul, Peter. That's why you got them. Because they published the word of the Heavenly Father, because the Heavenly Father, Spirit was on them to publish it. You see? To make it known. You see? All right, read that again, huh?
It's in Psalm 68:11. It says, the Lord, Yahawah, gave the word. Great was the company of those that published it.
And then you had King James had it translated from the Hebrew and the Greek into English. So the Most High put the Spirit on him to do that. You see? So we'll have it here today. Because the Most High Word is going to be fulfilled whether you like it or not. And whether you believe in it or not. You know, Romans 3:3. You know? Go ahead.
Jeremiah 49:20. Therefore hear the counsel of the Most High that has taken against Edom.
Yeah, Edom is a so-called white man. That's his biblical nationality. They're a nation of Edomites. Go ahead.
And his proposed, that he has proposed against inhabited of Teman.
Yeah, Teman is the so-called Germans. Okay? Teman is the Germans' biblical nationality. But we know that's talking about Edom, right? Right? And to go into depth, the real Germans, they was Japhetic people. The real Germans were Japhetic. And the Japhetic people were dark-skinned people. That's them Hawaiian, Samoans, and the Tonganese. And Esau called them the Mymenian civilization. You see? And then you had a guy by the name of this just for edification. You had a guy by the name of Sir Arthur Evans. Sir Arthur, read that for me. That right there.
It's the Grecians whom we discern in the new dawn were not pale-skinned northerners.
All right, hold it down a little bit. Hold it down a little bit. Now, the reason why I'm reading that, the reason why he's saying the Grecians, which are the Greeks, because those are the real Japhetic people. The reason why I'm saying that is because them Greeks is a brother of them Germans, so-called them Germans, which are Japhetic people. They all come out of Japhet. Them Greeks and them Germans come out of Japhet. The real Germans and Greeks, okay? But the white man have taken on them names, so therefore it's a spiritual thing, so they have taken on that, so therefore they are the Greeks and the Germans today. But the biblical Greeks and Germans, the real ones, are the Japhetic people. Like I was saying, Hawaiian, Samoans, and the Tonganese, the Mymenian civilization, which Esau called them. Okay, the so-called white man, the devil.
It says, the ancient Greeks were a dark people. Sir Arthur Evans, the excavator of the Minoan sites, shocked Western scholars when he uncovered this fact, 1894, hidden among the ruins of ancient Crete. Yeah, ancient Crete, okay. Go ahead. It says, the Grecians, whom we discern in the new dawn, were not pale-skinned northerners, but essentially a dark-skinned, brown, complected race. So that's them I got them right here. Them Japhetic, that's them Japhetic people. Right here. And then Esau try to say he Ashkenazi. And he'll say, Esau try to say, oh, I'm an Ashkenazi Jew. You get him in there. Which you can't be Ashkenazi, and then which is a German, okay, which is a real German. So I don't want y'all to get confused. You can't be an Ashkenazi and be a Jew at the same time, because you gotta come out of lineage of Judah, which was a man, in order to be a Jew, and then you gotta come out of Japhet, which is one of his sons, Ashkenazi, to be Ashkenazi, which to be a descendant of Japhet. You see?
So that's confusion of the so-called white man. But where they post that again? Give me that post. No, that one down there. No. But I just wanted to edify that, man, because these people is out their mind, man. You see, I want y'all to see that. You see, and they go to out in the creek right there. You see, and you got Greece and you got Italy. Well, none of you brothers can see it, but that's the guy, you know. Give me that, what's that, Psalm 64 and 8. So you brothers can see that, man. But so that's the confusion Esau bring, man. That's the confusion, you see.
Psalm 64 and 8.
Psalm 64 and 8. Yeah. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
Yeah. So that's going into Esau, because Sir Arthur Evans, which was a so-called white man, was letting the so-called white people know that the real Greeks are dark-skinned people. You see? So their own tongues fall upon their own head, meaning the things that they said, the things that they wrote down is like a trap, so they can't deny that they don't know. Okay? Read that again back in
Psalm 64 and 8. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. Mm-hmm. All that see them shall flee away.
All right, go back to Jeremiah. What I do?
Jeremiah 49 and 20. Therefore hear the counsel of the Most High, that he has taken against Edom, and his proposed that he has proposed against inhabitation of Teman.
Yeah.
Teman.
All right. Now, like I was saying, Teman, when you look at it, I just had to go into their history about the Japhetic people. But when you read it right now, Teman is the so-called Germans, which are Edomites. Okay? Go ahead.
Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
The least of the flock shall draw them out. That's the nation of Israel. Okay? Them fake Jews over there. Salakia. That's them fake rat Jews over there. The least of the flock shall draw them out. Meaning who? America. So the least of the flock is talking about them rats over there, and all the things that they doing, they gonna drag America into this World War III. You see, they gonna drag them whether America want it to happen or not. Israel gonna do it. You see? Gonna pull them into it, gonna drag them into this war, man. Whether they like it or not. And finish reading that article.
Okay, back to the article. It says Syria's opposition has refused to attend unless President Bashar al-Assad's resignation is on the table. A demand rejected by Damascus. Rebel groups have warned that participants would be considered traitors. If the opposition does not participate, there will be no Geneva conference. Bahimi said in Damascus before traveling to Beirut. The veteran Algerian diplomat met Assad on Wednesday and said the Syrian government had agreed to take part in the talks and that the opposition was trying to find a way to be represented. The main opposition, National Coalition, planned to meet November 9th to decide whether to attend the Geneva talks, but key bloc members, Syrian National Council, threatened to quit if it does so. It says on Friday, the coalition criticized the Assad regime for its lack of courage to respond to the reported Israeli strikes and described the loyalist army as a tool that kills people rather than protecting them. Chemical arms under tamper-proof seals. It says, meanwhile, the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons said all of Syria's chemical arms were under tamper-proof seals. Some 1,000 tons of chemical agents and 290 tons of chemical weapons have been placed under seals that are impossible to break.
So it's all a setup for them to go in there and take down Assad, but the Russians ain't with it, man. The Russians ain't with it because what they want to do is put in that Federal Reserve over there, that credit-based system, and bring in that pipeline and shoot natural gas and oil through Syria and take control of it. And then on top of that, they want to give Russia a deal out of that, and Russia not gonna regard that. You see, Russia not gonna regard silver and gold. That's talking about the substance. You see, that's why pursuing Ezekiel 38, Russia is a guard unto them, and they're gonna be a guard unto Iran, and all them Libya. You see, Russia is being a guard to them, man. And what's gonna happen is it's gonna end up in war, man. You see, it's gonna end up in Third World War. But on this side, it's gonna be total chaos, man. It's gonna be martial law. You see, it's all gonna happen simultaneously, man. Quick, fast, and a hurry, too.
Right. It says, the OPCW also said Syria's chemical arms production equipment has been destroyed. Russia's Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Yahawah was briefed Friday on the operation of Sergei Khan, the Dutch diplomat heading the risky mission, media reported. It says after the brief,
how y'all doing today?
Ryabko said Syria's chemical arsenal could be taken out of the country for destruction. RIA Novosti news agent reported inspectors had until Friday to destroy all production and filling equipment according to the timeline laid down by the OPCW and the UN Security Council resolution.
All right, that's it on that. So it's all gonna lead up to that war, man. It's all gonna lead up to them trying to take Syria down, and that's gonna end up in war, especially when they go into Iran, man. When they go into Iran, try to go into Iran, it's a wrap, man. And then then Israel saying right now, up under the radar, which they ain't reporting in the news, saying that, which they've been saying, you know, they talking about Iran nuclear facilities. Now they saying Iran is a month away from having their nuclear facilities up and running. Now they saying they got a month before they complete it. And then they saying they can't bomb it once it's complete, because that'll spread radiation everywhere. So that's the vibration that them rats over there are pushing out, man. You see, up under the radar, while these people are watching Fox and CNN talking about some Obamacare, man.
There's 6 people signed up for it already.
You see, these people are in the zombie state of mind, man. They're in the zombie state of mind. You know, they don't have a clue what's coming, man. Give me
They said they got the IT professionals at Google they got them tasked out to try to do the website on that Obamacare. They probably gonna link that shit into Facebook. Motherfuckers on Facebook. If you got a Facebook account, they gonna probably make you take that shit.
Yeah, that's the feds anyway.
Yeah,
Facebook for the feds,
Google,
man. You got a Facebook account, man. They ain't doing nothing but surveillance of you, man. Watching you. You tell them all your business. How many sandwiches you ate that day? Where you gonna be at, man? You people just your brain, man. Brain don't click, man. Brain don't click. But they got surveillance on all of you people, man. They got surveillance on all of you people, including us. You see, including us. These phones probably tap like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they tap.
Yeah, they tell.
You see, but we don't care though. We don't care. We know about Project Megiddo. You know, when they consider us terrorists, we know about that shit, man. Don't get two shits about that, man.
The police ride around and roll down the window when they pass. We see them all the time. They send people up here just to see what we got going on, see if we get round.
Agents. Go ahead and read that.
2 Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak through the ear of my people.
Yeah, who is his people? Who is the Lord's people? The Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and elect out of them. Go ahead.
The words of prophecy which I will put in your mouth.
Yeah, he putting these words in our mouth. You see? These are not our words. We speaking the words of the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
Says the Most High.
Yep.
And cause them to be written in paper. For they are faithful and true.
For they are faithful and true, man. In the spirit of Yahawashi and Yahawashi. Go ahead.
Fear not the imagination against thee, least not in the incredulity.
Yeah, the ones that don't believe, you know, imagine the thinking that these prophecies in this book ain't gonna come to pass. You see? Don't even fear what they think, because the Most High gonna make it happen. Go ahead.
Least not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Yeah, martial law coming, man. Martial law coming, man. They setting up for you people, man. Martial law is coming to America, man. You better believe